Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and today is the official launch day of Call of Duty Vanguard, and I thought I would make a video for you guys comparing Castle and Dome that we see within Vanguard to its original counterparts within World at War. This is actually the first time that Castle and Dome have ever been brought back into a future Call of Duty game, and so you'll notice that these maps visually look really good, and because, World at War came out in 2008, and here we are in 2021, of course the graphics are going to look tremendously much better, and there are going to be a couple layout changes you'll notice as well when it comes to the actual castle map in Vanguard, which of course is the gameplay you're seeing on screen right now. The biggest thing you'll see differently about the map is that there's some doors in certain areas, and then of course some windows are also barricaded, but of course you can shoot through doors and you can shoot through these barricades and break them to where you can have basically the normal window and door spot again if you really wanted to. So it doesn't really change the gameplay a whole lot, but I guess from the start of the match it might change it up a little bit. And so either way, Vanguard I think did a great job with Castle. And one thing walking through this map, I was so convinced that there was actual layout changes to the map, like there's different types of paths you can take. But after going back to World at War into a private match and walking through it, I realized that these were actually areas in the original location, but for some reason they just visually changed up the map so much that some of these different areas were just so unfamiliar to me. And I guess it really shows how old World at War of a game that is, and how the fact that these maps have never came back into Call of Duty, that it just really shows how much I completely forgot the layout of these actual maps. And another big difference you'll see within Castle is that in the Vanguard version, that the cherry blossom trees aren't actually pink, and that's because I think the game takes place during the fall or autumn time type season, whereas in World at War it's more of in the spring, and that's usually when cherry blossoms actually blossom and they actually look pink. And so another thing is with Dome, and Dome of course is a little bit different. Honestly, it actually pretty much looks exactly the same. The layout is pretty much almost exactly the same. Yes, there are some doors and some types of barricades that you can break open that kind of block certain paths temporarily and stuff like that, but there's also some areas that you can access that you couldn't access in the original version of Dome, and some of those areas are definitely those ledges you see within inside the dome, kind of like the second story type levels, and I think that's okay. I don't think it's going to really change the gameplay a whole lot. And then another big difference that you see within the new version of Dome, comparing it to the original World at War one, is the very center of the map inside the dome, where there's kind of this room you can walk into, and of course it has barricades you can shoot through and wooden doors that you can shoot and stuff like that, whereas the original one of course didn't have all that. It wasn't actually a room, it was kind of destroyed, and so you could actually kind of walk through it through this, I guess, single path area, but and of course there was no really much cover around you. People could still see you outside of that center part of Dome. However, with this new version, people will not be able to see you. It's more of an actual structured room instead of it being destroyed. So there's definitely some layout changes in Dome that are very noticeable. However, Castle, you don't really notice it too much, and so that's really all I have to say with these maps, you guys. I think visually they did a great job. The layout changes really aren't that drastic. I haven't actually played them yet in a multiplayer match, so I can't really give out my opinion on how these maps actually play in Vanguard. But to be fair, I never really played World at War that much either, especially with Castle. I never really played on Castle, or excuse me, Dome is the map I never really played on too much. I have played on Castle a little bit in World at War, but not so much in Dome. Keep in mind, you guys, I didn't start playing Call of Duty until 2011, 2012, so I never really experienced World at War during its prime. But either way, that is the comparison of Castle and Dome from its original counterparts in World at War to the Vanguard versions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos, especially Vanguard content every single day here on the channel, and I shall catch you guys later.